I'm back. I miss streaming. It's all I could think about this past week. I'm like, man, I can't wait till I'm able to stream again. Hi! Hope everyone's feeling good. I'm back. Oh boy, oh boy. Cross-examining Wright. I don't even remember what we were doing. Who died? Who's on trial? Where are we? Oh, is that the line I left off on? Let's read a little bit. So I can remind myself. Okay. I'd say that new evidence indicating a different suspect does not exist. Such evidence does not exist. Just as I thought. I was so hoping you present meaningless evidence and allow me to claim your head. Glad I didn't walk headfirst into that one then. So what now, Apollo? Well, unless we can prove that Nana killed Inga, this trial is over and so are we. Okay, we're trying to prove that Nana is the murderer. Gotcha. Isn't there still a way to give the proof we need, even without evidence? What? Do something without evidence? Never been done before. Hi, Matt. Hi. We love a lurk. We love a little lurk. You know, a key means of obtaining testimony here. You know, a key means of obtaining testimony here in Korean? Huh? Wait, are you actually suggesting? It certainly won't be easy, but it's worth a try. Okay. Your Majesty? A crucial step in uncovering the truth behind this case has yet to be taken in this trial. But I'm positive that I can back up our claim with this one step. Are we gonna do the, You mean you'll be able to prove that Nana killed Justice Minister Inga? Hello. And just how do you propose to do that? With the help of a certain someone. Oh, Rafa? You need help? From someone? Well, I can't imagine who it could be. Okay, Judge. But I suppose I must ask. Whose help do you need to uncover the truth? Trucy Wright. Let's fly her in, folks. I'm assuming Rafa. Are we gonna do final moments? But that is... Me? Here in Korean, legal proceedings include the viewing of the victim's final moments. But that requires your benevolence's help. Such information is just as vital as any other piece of conclusive evidence. I thought she couldn't do it. Wait, was that the wrong option? Because I thought she was literally unable to do it. It was like made her weak. If you're right about this, Rafa's power should enable her to see the very moment Nana stabbed Inga. It'll be hard to watch your father's murder, but it's the only way to uncover the truth. Your benevolence, we need you and your power. But he was stabbed in the back, so we're not gonna see who it was. You need... me? Objection! Wretched simpleton. Did you not see what ensued in the previous attempt? Yeah, are we forgetting? Are we forgetting that she literally couldn't do it? You would only succeed in wasting more time. Or is it your goal to make her collapse again?
Objection!
When I sent you Edie saying you're awesome, you called her cringe? Wow, that is mean. What the heck? What the heck? The princess said she was prepared earlier. Besides, it's her duty as royal priestess. I'd say it's all up to her now. Am I prepared? Prepared to fulfill my duty? Isn't a divination seance required at all trials anyway? If so, I imagine there'd be a problem with handing down a verdict without one. Indeed. It would be problematic. Under Korayani's law, a seance must be conducted before a verdict can be rendered.
Such insolence!
Such insolence.
Ah! Must you try my patience so? Oh, he went, yikes! If I must dispense with that vexing law, then dispense with it I shall. Are you... what? Huh? As ruling sovereign of Korayan, I proclaim the following. She writes with her nail! What? Henceforth, the divination seance shall be optional. Are you kidding me? I can't believe she writes with her nail. That's hilarious. What? She has the power to do that? She just rewrote the law with a flourish of her hand. Oh, whoa, who did that? Oh, she did. She just doesn't have a hold it sound.
Mother, I do not wish for the trial to end like this. It is as the defense said. I must not neglect my duties simply because I am afraid. I shall go through with it this time. I will conduct the seance once more.
Such insolence!
Oh. She has ink implanted in her nail. Rafa, do not be fooled by his lawyerly guile. You are not prepared to witness your father's death. Okay, weren't you the one that... She was literally the one that was forcing her to do it earlier. Why did she suddenly change her mind? Is she scared she's gonna lose? Oh.
But Hornhead needs my help.
Rafa, did you not tell me earlier? Did you not tell me you were prepared? Despite your grandiose posturing, you collapsed in a most piteous fashion. Jeez. Even worse, you have erred in your insights of late. For has not the barbed one there overturned them more than once?
Oh.
You cannot be trusted to keep your word, nor can you reveal the truth through your insights. So, I say to you, be gone. This sacred hall of justice has no need for such a worthless royal priestess. Damn!
Worthless?
Wow, how could she say that to her own daughter?
So, Mother, you think me worthless?
Oh, Rafa.
Objection!
Her benevolence says she can do it, doesn't she? So I don't see why you have to condemn her before she's even made the attempt. Very well, horned devil. If you really are so bent on having a seance, I shall give you my consent. Really? However, should Rafa fail once more, you two and the accused shall all be executed on the spot. Come again? This is proving to be far more entertaining than I had anticipated. Well, lawyer, what say you? Okay! Will you wager your life and call on Rafa to perform a divination seance? Yeah. Yeah, let's call her. That's slam. I don't think you're worthless, your benevolence. Far from it, in fact. If you say you can do it, then I believe in you.
Hornhead? I do not understand. If I fail, you'll be put to death.
Oh. I know you collapsed during your previous attempt. Oh, yeah. Oh. My poor girl. I can't even imagine how terrible it must have been for you. But despite that, you are willing to try again. Wow, blocking him for practicing for his boyfriend? That is homophobic. What the heck? I have faith in that conviction, in that courage.
My courage?
Nah, so she was doomed to fail if she didn't have the courage to perform the seance. But it looks like she's got the determination to try again. Right, and that's the bet I'm willing to take. Oh.
But it is as Mother said. I've erred in my insights as of late. Not only have I failed to reveal the truth, I've also contributed to false accusations. Knowing that, can you still say that you believe in me?
Objection!
Wow. Unfriending him for that? Yikes. Damn. I wouldn't take stock in those words, Your Benevolence. Despite what your mother says, I don't think you've made any errors at all.
Huh?
In the trials I've been a part of here in Kurayan, I would have never proven my client's innocence without your seances. Because even though they didn't always reflect the absolute truth, the insights they provided served as vital leads to finding the truth.
Vital leads? My seances?
So please, Your Benevolence, try to perform the divination seance one more time.
Objection!
Oh my god. You're the worst. Rafa, stop this madness. It is for your own good. You are ill-prepared to face your father's death. Go, leave this sacred hall at once.
No.
Yeah! Stand up to her, girl! What did you say?
I said no, Mother!
Oh, Rafa, my sweet angel.
For I am the royal priestess of Kurayan.
I have no need for you now.
Even if you do not need me, Mother. Hornhead in his Hall of Justice do. He proved that to me by risking his own life.
Guys, do I have permission to adopt her? Of course you do. Of course you do. I wish to increase my family. She is your daughter now.
It is because of him that I now understand. The divination seance is my sacred duty. I must fulfill it no matter the risk.
Aw. Your Benevolence.
Mother taught me that the divination seance was a mirror reflecting naught but the truth. But I began to have my doubts after Barbed had disproved the insights it offered. And now, I don't even know who or what to trust anymore. Father, Mother, even Nena. I believed in them above all others. But I finally know now. I know in what I can trust.
Aw. Aw.
The royal priestess must debate each seance with the presiding lawyer and prosecutor. So that it can be interpreted properly. That is how I believe trials here in Kurayan should function. Therefore, the Hall of Justice needs me. It is my power that leads trials toward the truth. That is my sacred duty, and I will never shirk from it again.
Oh. That right there, your benevolence, is the product of what you've learned in your struggle so far. The truth that you've realized was your own strength.
As my sacred duty, I must ensure that it is fulfilled. I must have the courage and resolve to see it through.
Your Eminence, the royal priestess says she will conduct the divination seance. I see no grounds for you to forbid it. Unless, of course, you're worried that it might reveal something you find inconvenient.
Mother, I am done letting you have your way.
Yes, Rafa, stand up to her. Get her, Rafa.
Rafa, you would actually rebel against me, your mother and queen. Though I am scared to see my father's death, I must face my fear. That is what Hornhead has taught me here today.
Rafa. Aw. Here she goes.
I am the royal priestess Rafa Padma Kurain,
Yeah, Rafa! Yeah!
and I am prepared to face my father's death.
Get him, Rafa! She's the best. My mom's scared to look at me, man. Oh no. Your Eminence, it seems the princess is more grown up than you thought. She knocked on my door. I was like, who is it? She answers. Rafa. Well then, let us proceed with the divination seance. The victim's final moments. This should be interesting. I'm like, you can open the door, and she opens it a tiny bit. Why are you here? That happens 3 times. Oh god. The victim's final moments. This should be interesting. I wonder what Inga's memories are gonna show us. Let's go, Rafa!
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Oh no, Humphrey, I was ready to kill something, man. I was reaching for my guitar. I'll let it play. If it was last week and it was the same episode where we just watched it, I'd skip it, but it's been a week. We'll watch her seance dance. I'm assuming this is probably gonna be either the last or like maybe second to last one we see. I'm clearing out screenshots of manga I have. Just did one full series. 300 out of 2K done. Damn. Alright, let's see Inga's final moments. Nonsense. Okay, so he is in man's voice. Okay, so okay, looking at the Holy Mother. Pain. Okay, that's not gonna help our case. This looks bad for us. Ooh, but Dirk's face is... Whoa. Explosion? Laughter? What? Did he get poisoned or something? Ooh, maybe. What? What in the... It can't be Dirk because he's in front of him, yeah. What was a jonkler? A faceless being? What in the heck? His face, it's just like the Holy Mother's, yeah. It's a picture of the founder. That's scary. I think that's the last thing anyone expected to see. That's scary. I'm really curious what that's gonna be.
Father, what was it? What was it you saw?
Are we to understand that this was the last thing the victim saw?
Yes, there can be no mistake. That was what my father himself witnessed.
How very strange. You don't suppose the Holy Mother possessed the accused and slew Minister Inga for planning a coup? I don't think so. The divine wrath of the Holy Mother? Oh, Holy Mother, we are ever grateful for your blessings. Talk about a sharp left turn into the Twilight Zone. You know, there's one thing in there that caught my attention. Just one thing? Yeah, was it the laughter? Because that's really weird. That laugh. Who does it belong to and why are they laughing? Who knows? Though I suppose it could be Dirk after he slew my husband. Uh-huh. But that figure didn't even have a mouth. Okay. I'm gonna guess he wasn't actually faceless. Just a hunch. I bet it's gonna be like a poison thing. Girl, what'd you call it him? I think we're done here, lawyer. How so? You claim that Minister Inga was stabbed in his private quarters. And feeling no pain, went to the tomb where he eventually fell dead. Yeah, but yeah, that doesn't really make sense. But this seance vision proves he was stabbed in the tomb and felt great pain, no less. Oh, that. Therefore, as I asserted all along, it was the accused who stabbed the minister in the tomb. Everything just backfired big time. Wow, Garan has the devil's own luck, doesn't she?
Now then, shall I give voice to the soul of the deceased? Listen well and heed these words.
Alright, let's see the insight. Raifa's insight.
At around 3 p.m., my father was waiting in the tomb to make the hostage exchange. He was drinking grape juice while gazing upon the picture of the Holy Mother. He had been waiting vigilantly, when suddenly he heard Dirk's voice. The next moment, he was stabbed in the back and collapsed. My father tried to shoot his attacker, but he missed, and the attacker let out a laugh.
Okay. So what now, Mr. Wright? It's up to us to knock holes in Rafa's interpretations of Inga's memories. In other words, we need to prove that her understanding of them could be mistaken. Okay, give it a try. Oh yeah, this is Apollo's first insight. Okay, at 3 p.m., my father was waiting in the tomb to make the hostage exchange. He's drinking grape juice while gazing upon the picture of the Holy Mother. He had suddenly been waiting vigilantly when suddenly heard Dirk's voice. The voice is closer than the footsteps. That's interesting.
Objection!
Your benevolence, there seems to be an inconsistency in your interpretation.
An inconsistency? Where?
Minister Inga is far too relaxed for what was supposedly about to take place. Oh, that's where we're going this? I thought it was because the man's voice was like super close. When he heard the voice he claimed as Dirk's, he didn't seem the least bit alarmed. He just kept looking at the picture of the founder. Okay. I guess that makes sense too. It also seems close. Ah! That's strange, right? He was waiting for Dirk to arrive with the Founder's Orb, but when he heard that voice, he didn't even turn to look. Oh, is it gonna be on a cell phone? Don't you think he would have been worried about being attacked from behind?
Then whose voice was it?
It was likely someone whose presence wouldn't have alarmed him. Someone like a friend.
Objection!
But there was no third party at the scene of the crime. Therefore, the voice can only have belonged to Dirk.
Objection, there was a third party. She just wasn't a man. The voice of a third party who wasn't there in the tomb. Apollo, don't we have something that could reveal the owner of the mystery voice? You know, I think we do. The Nana Spirit Channel? What would she Spirit Channel, though? Something that Inga had while he was waiting for Dirk? With it, we just might be able to figure out whose voice it was. I believe we can identify the male voice Minister Inga heard with this. It's my father, back from the dead. Yeah, I'm assuming it's the cell phone. That's my father's. I know this must be hard for you, but could you please look at this photo? There's something here that could point us toward the identity of the voice. You just shove this photo of her dead father in her face. This is the real source of the man's voice. Okay.
Take that!
A cell phone?
Right. I believe that the voice of the minister heard was of a call on this cell phone. I see. Well, that certainly makes sense. What is your eminence's view on the matter? I concede the possibility.
Then it seems I must refine my vision.
Subordinate's voice. Okay.
It appears that the voice belonged to one of my father's subordinates.
Why do you suppose he was talking to one of them then?
My father had members of the secret police positioned throughout the palace. They were supposed to contact him as soon as they saw Dirk and the rest of you.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Your benevolence. I believe you have an insight to revise.
I know, Barbed Head. Don't presume to tell me how to do my duty.
I'll be right back, gamers. Hold on. I accidentally clicked.
Okay, I'm back.
My father took a call from a subordinate at the palace. Okay, my father tried to shoot the attacker, but he missed and the attacker let out a laugh. So the voice was coming from the phone. That's good to know. But there might have been other sounds coming from the phone. Sounds that could be clues. Okay. Let's take another look at Rafa's insights and really focus on the various sensations. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Lion's roar? Oh! Oh, was it not in the palace? Was it in the bazaar? Is that where we're going with this? Okay. Oops.
Objection!
Hate to break it to you, Your Benevolence, but you misinterpreted something again.
What do you mean? Again!
Smooth move, Apollo. I think you just hurt her feelings. She may put on a brave face, but she feels more than she lets on. Let me rephrase that, Your Benevolence. Your interpretation of your father's phone call to his subordinate at the palace is inconsistent with his final memory. What do you mean by that? A lion's roar could be heard over the phone. Don't you find that strange? You claim the call was with someone at the palace. But let me ask you, do you keep the lions do you keep lions there?
No, the only animals at the palace are little birdies and my pet frog.
Wait, that giant one in front of the minister's house is her pet? It's alive? I thought it was a statue.
Besides, there aren't any lions in Kurayan. We don't have any zoos. A rather sad state of affairs, I'm afraid.
It's gonna be the warbod that can do the shriek. Well, I remember hearing a sound like that. The lion's roar coming from the phone is actually from something hanging out in the bazaar. Yeah, it's gonna be the warbod, right? Because we kept making a point about its sound. Isn't that the cry of the warbod over in the bazaar?
Huh?
Your benevolence. Do you think you can clarify the voice for me?
Very well. I will now attempt to further refine my vision. What's this?
Just as I suspected. It was the call of a warbod. That means the subordinate Minister Inga was talking to was in the bazaar, not the palace.
But why is it important where the call came from? What significance could it have?
She's right. Is it important to know where the call was made from? Very important. It's actually very important. Knowing that the person on the other end was at the bazaar means that the loud explosion might not have been the sound of a gunshot.
But I can think of no other item that makes such a noise in the area.
Go ahead, Apollo. Tell her. Tell Rafa the real source of that sound. Will do.
Well, Hornhead, I'm waiting. What was the true source of that explosive sound?
Oh, firecracker! Oh, that changes the time. That... Oh.
Take that!
Oh, that changes the time.
What is that?
It's I'll be your guide's statement. In it, he claims that Dad Zerbal threw a firecracker at him while he was in the bazaar. Then... Yeah, the sound heard over the phone was a firecracker exploding.
Objection!
And yet, a bullet was found at the scene of the crime. A bullet fired from Minister Inga's gun. How do you explain that? Well, we don't know whether it was fired during the course of the crime, right? Or do you have evidence that proves when the pistol was discharged? No, I have none. Wait a second. That loud bang was a firecracker. Then could that laugh at the end have been... No, it can't be. Oh, it can. And it is. The laugh came from none other than the Joker who got a kick out of startling Albie with his dragon snot snaps. Oh my god, it was Dats. That happy-go-lucky Datser ball.
What?
Someone should really put a leash on that guy. I shudder to think of why one man can be the cause of so much trouble. Hey there, AJPW. Y'all can thank me later. No one asked for your commentary, Mr. Arball. Your benevolence? Do you need to revise your insight?
It would appear so.
My father then took a call from a subordinate at the bazaar. The true source of the loud bang was the firecracker Dats threw. And that final laugh belonged to none other than Dats himself. Well, this changes everything. Let's go over the details of Rafa's insights again. Yeah, it changes the time. Okay. I think I've got this down now. Time to find another inconsistency. At around 3 p.m. Yeah, no, it wasn't 3 p.m. Maybe the explosion will do it.
Objection!
Shadow is the killer. Your benevolence? There's a glaring problem with this insight.
There is?
You stated that the murder happened at around 3 p.m., which is right around the time my client arrived on the scene. However, now that we know what the source of the loud bang is, your insight conflicts with a certain piece of evidence. I suppose I have to ask the obvious here. Shadow the Hedgehog? What evidence conflicts with the claim that the murder occurred at 3 p.m.? All of it? What?
Take that!
I'll be your guide's statement. Again? Yes, because the surmise with what he said. At around 2 p.m., Shadow was surprised by a firecracker and ran into the palace courtyard. Around 2 p.m.? That's right, 2 p.m. Not 3 p.m. Are you suggesting? Ooh, that was scary. I think you know where I'm going with this. Oh wait, Dirk wasn't in there at 2 p.m., was he? Nope, he was not. He was not. And also, Rafa saw Inga leaving his house at like 2:30 to go into the palace, all panicked and looking like a ghost and stuff. So, I think you were right about the spirit channeling. I think Naina's channeled him. I think you know where I'm going with this. That's his laugh, the cry of the warbod, and the bangs of the firecracker were all heard right before Minister Inga's death. Thanks to Albie's statement, we can put a definitive timestamp on all these sounds. Therefore, What this vision shows is that it's extremely likely that the deceased's final moment were at 2, rather than 3, as we had originally thought.
Dare I ask?
It means the murder took place a full hour before Dirk entered the tomb.
Polgunka!
Ugh. How can this be? Are you saying that I, the very personification of the law, have been mistaken? Oh, she broke her nails! Now you see why justice will always prevail. Peace, peace I say. Now then, defense. I must remind you that the figure of the accused was clearly shown in the vision. How do you explain that? I wouldn't say it was clearly shown. After all, the figure didn't actually have a face. You are absolutely right. Without a face, we can't be certain of who it was. Furthermore, need I remind you that if the vision is from 2 p.m., Dirk was still with me and Mr. Wright. Which means this faceless figure couldn't possibly be him. So then, what are we to make of this 1 hour difference?
Wait, 2 o'clock. That's when my mother was performing the rite of channeling.
The palace guards had all been reassigned to guard the channeling chamber for the rite. Don't tell me.
The royal residence would have been virtually unguarded.
Which means the real killer could have easily slipped unseen into Amara's tomb. Defense! Are you saying that this is someone disguised as the accused? That's exactly what I believe, Your Majesty.
Objection.
Preposterous. Disguises cannot deceive the memories of the dead. That the face did not appear this time is mere happenstance. Had it appeared, such subterfuge would have been as clear as day. He's got a point there. Anyone who knows about the divination seance would have tried to hide their face. Nevertheless, our killer openly appeared before Inga. The question is why? Apollo? Maybe the killer could afford to be so bold, because they knew their face wouldn't show up in the seance vision. Ooh. What? It's possible that the killer dared to dress in Dirk's clothes and stand square in front of Inga, precisely because they knew they could get away with it. But how could anyone be so sure of something like that? A long time ago, I heard of a cognitive disorder that impairs a person's ability to distinguish between different faces. What if Inga had it? Whoa, that's interesting. That's actually really cool. Then are you saying that this is literally how Inga saw the world? Wait, that's cool. That's actually really interesting on why he doesn't have a face. So it's somebody who would know that he had that disorder. Yeah, we can't normally see through the eyes of others, but in this case, we can. Wasn't he the Minister of Defense, respectfully? Yeah, kind of like, probably not a good position for him. But if he had the disorder, I imagine this is how faces appeared to him in life. Someone with a disorder is dangerous, so that should not be a Minister of Defense. No, they really shouldn't. Okay, let's say that the killer knew that Inga had such a disorder. They could definitely use it to pin the crime on Dirk. But if you're wondering about how to prove that Inga had it, you already have what you need. Oh! Wait! That's why he writes notes. He makes notes like that because he can't see their faces. Oh, that's cool. Plotnik's right in a plot of strike again. Oh, that's so cool. He writes details about people so he can... Oh, that's so cool. You already have what you need. Really? Well, defense, do you have anything to show to this court? Yes, I believe so. Frankly, I have no idea what Mr. Wright means, but I'll look the evidence over again. What explains why the face of Minister Inga's killer is absent in his seance vision? Oh, that's very cool. That's very, very cool.
Take that!
Notepad? Yes. It was found in Minister Inga's room, and it holds the answer we're looking for. As you can see, it's filled with detailed notes on various individuals. What kind of clothes they wear, hairstyles, and other discerning physical characteristics. And this is connected to the faceless nature of the killer how? The vision we saw was exactly what Minister Inga saw with his own eyes. It is he who saw his killer as a person without a face. In fact, this is how he normally saw everyone around him. What's this? I believe Minister Inga had a disorder that prevented him from recognizing faces. It would explain the faceless being, and why he needed a notepad full of people's physical characteristics. Now that I think about it, my father was always terrible at remembering people. By simply changing my hairstyle, he would fail to recognize even me. Oh. Your Eminence, you knew that your husband had such a disorder, didn't you? Oh, snap. He never wished for it to become public knowledge. But I suppose there is no use in keeping quiet about it now. It is as you say. My late husband had a special disorder that hindered his ability to recognize faces. The medical term for it is, prosopagnosia. So Mr. Wright was right. That's cool, that's interesting. The memories of those afflicted with such disorders in life do appear strange at times. There is precedent for this. So the killer likely knew about the disorder and used it to their advantage. Right, so there's someone who's both knowledgeable about the divination seance and aware of Inga's infliction. Kinda sounding like the queen. But she has an alibi. Your Eminence? Who knew about your husband's condition? A small number of servants who tended to his needs. And me. Surely you're not about to insinuate that I committed this crime? Oh no, Your Eminence. Still, could she have done it? Gran has an alibi, remember? Yeah. Right. She was conducting the rite of channeling at 2 p.m. I bet we're gonna prove that's not her. I bet we're gonna prove that's not her. I bet we're gonna prove that it's Nena. As Amara. In that case... Your Eminence, does Nena know about Minister Inga's disorder? Of course she does. She is our head servant. So as head servant, she knew about Minister Inga's condition, and as the princess's personal attendant, she is familiar with the divination seance. Or it was Nena that did it, which, fair enough, I guess. If these two facts together don't make her a possible suspect, I don't know what would. You witless lawyer. How quick you are to forget the facts. Facts like... When Inga was last seen alive, you claim he was slain at 2, yet that is impossible. Poor Rafa saw him at 2:30. Ah! We did completely forget about that. No, there must be some mistake. So you see, the murder could only have happened at 3 p.m. The hour Dirk entered the tomb, there is no other answer to this puzzle. Ugh. Why don't we ever get to make up answers like Goran makes up laws? Guess it's back to square one. Where did we go wrong? I don't think we're the problem. We just seem to be short one piece of the puzzle. Our deductions so far explain everything to a T. Everything except for Inga's sighting at 2:30. I see. Without that final puzzle piece, all of our deductions fall apart. Apollo, if Inga's sighting is the only anomaly, we'll just have to find a way to make it fit into the bigger picture. Time to think outside the box then, right? Let's see. It'd be impossible to see Inga walking around after he'd been killed. What if there was a way to make people think he was alive even though he was dead? Okay. Like a way to make people witness the living dead? Sure, let's hear your theory. Sounds like some kind of TV show. Things like that don't happen in real life. Yes, they do. What? Yes, they do. Did you forget where you were, Apollo? Apollo? Did you just... I did. I figured it out. I know how to make people witness the living dead. I think the reason why Nana couldn't be found is because nobody could actually see her, so what if she's dead around this whole time? I don't think that's it. Your Majesty, our deductions weren't wrong after all. Despite Minister Inga being murdered at 2 p.m., he was seen heading into the tomb at 2:30, and I'll tell you how. I certainly hope you will, because I have no idea what you're talking about. Does no one remember where we are? The Minister Inga her benevolence saw was, in fact, a coaster clone, someone channeling him. It was the deceased being channeled. It's the only way a man who was already dead could have been seen by her benevolence. Let's go. Well, gamers, thank you guys so much for showing up to this stream. I'm so happy to be back. I miss streaming. Bye guys, bye. I'm gonna send you over to my friend Jacob, aka the last great Kingdom Keeper. Go send him some love. No problem. I'm gonna be off. Thank you guys for showing up. I'll be back. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Oh yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm so excited to be back. I miss streaming. Bye guys. Bye. We're getting to the end. Bye guys.